My name is Ryan. I'm 32 years old, and I know what you're thinking. 32 years old? What life advice can a 32-year-old give? But let me tell you something. I've lived 3 lives in these 32 years, and in one of them, I died. Literally. For 47 seconds, I was dead. Heroin overdose in a filthy bathroom of an abandoned house. Paramedics brought me back with Narcan. That was 4 years ago. And in the 8 years before that, I destroyed absolutely everything. My family, my career, my friends, my body, my mind, everything. I'm not here to give you a moral lecture about drugs. You already know drugs are bad. Everyone knows. It doesn't work like that. It's not about knowing. I'm here to tell you how it really works. How you go from just trying it at a party to stealing from your own mother's wallet. How it happens so slowly you don't notice until you've hit rock bottom. And how, even after getting out, you carry it forever. Because people say I beat addiction, that I'm cured, that I'm an example of overcoming. Lies. I didn't beat anything. I'm just surviving. One day at a time, for 458 consecutive days. And some of those days, I still want to use. I was 20 years old, sophomore year of engineering school. Good grades, supportive family, girlfriend, bright future, as they say. It was at a party. A guy I knew actually offered OxyContin. It's just a painkiller, he said. Like strong Tylenol, makes you relaxed. I had an exam on Monday. I was stressed. I thought, why not? I took half a pill, and man, nothing in my life had ever made me feel like that. It wasn't exactly happiness. It was absence. Absence of anxiety. Absence of pressure. Absence of all those voices in my head saying I wasn't good enough. For 4 hours I floated. Everything became soft, warm, safe. When the effect wore off, reality came back heavier, harder, colder. 2 days later, I looked for the guy again. Just for this weekend, I said. I need to relax before exams. He smiled. That kind of smile that now I recognize. The smile of someone who knows exactly what's happening, because it's already happened to them. No problem, man, he said. I got you. I bought 4 pills, used 3 in 1 week, and so it began. I told myself, I control this. I only use when I need to. I'm not addicted. Addicts are those guys on the street. I just use to take the edge off. That's the first lie, the one everyone tells. I'm in control. You're not in control. Never were. From the first time. A year later, I was using every day. Not all day. Just, in the morning to wake up, and in the afternoon to function, and at night to sleep. But it wasn't a problem because my grades were still okay. Sort of. I'd gone from an A student to a C student, but C is still passing, right? My girlfriend, Jessica, started noticing. Ryan, you've been acting weird, she said one night. Your eyes get kind of glazed, and you're always scratching. I'm just tired, I said. Lot of stuff at school. You want me to stay? We could watch a movie, just hang out. Actually, I said, I have a headache. Think I better sleep. Lie, I'd just run out of pills and needed to find more. There was a guy who sold near campus. I needed to go before he closed up. Jess looked at me with that face. That face of, I know you're lying, but don't want to believe it yet. Okay, she said. Rest then. As soon as she left, I ran to the dealer. The problem is, OxyContin is expensive, and I was a student. My money was running out. I got something cheaper, the guy said. Same effect. Less money. Heroin. I had sworn. Never. Never. Heroin was for real addicts. For homeless people. For destroyed people. Not for me. But I was in withdrawal. You know what opioid withdrawal is? It's not just wanting to use. It's physical pain. Cold sweats. Nausea. Your bones hurt. Your skin hurts. You can't sit still. Can't sleep. Can't think about anything except making it stop. Just this once, I said, taking the little baggie. Second lie. Just this once. Jessica broke up with me in February. Found my kit, syringe, spoon, tourniquet. She didn't yell, didn't cry, just looked at me with disgust and pity mixed together. I don't recognize you anymore, she said. I hope you get help. And she left. I should have felt something. Despair, sadness, anything. But I just thought, less drama, less someone watching, more freedom to use. Because that's what the drug does. It doesn't make you crazy. It reorganizes your priorities so completely that you stop feeling love, fear, ambition. You only feel need. I got high the night she left. Because I felt bad, or because I felt nothing. I don't know anymore. I failed 3 classes that semester. School put me on academic probation. My parents called. "Ryan, is everything okay? You don't come home anymore. Barely answer the phone. Everything's great, Mom. Just really busy with studies." Lie number 500. You think there's a rock bottom, a point where you fall and think, okay, now it can't get worse. Now I change. Lie. Rock bottom has a trap door. I got expelled from college in March. Moved back to my parents' house. They thought this would reset me, that away from the wrong friends, I'd get better. For 2 weeks I pretended. Went to job interviews and used. Went to the gym and used. Went to the store and used. My dad started noticing. Money missing from his wallet. Always small amounts. $20 here, $40 there. Enough for him to doubt whether he'd counted wrong. My mom noticed her jewelry was disappearing. First pieces she didn't wear much. Then some more important ones. They didn't want to believe, because believing meant accepting that their son, the boy they'd raised, was stealing from them. Until one day my dad caught me, literally with my hand in his wallet. His face. I'll never forget his face. It wasn't anger. It was breaking, like something inside him had cracked. "Ryan," he said, voice trembling. "You need help." "I don't need anything," I yelled. "You're the ones on my case. I'm fine. You're stealing from me. I just borrowed it. I was going to pay it back." Even as I yelled, I knew it was a lie. He knew it was a lie. "Either you go to rehab," he said, "or you leave this house. Then I'll leave." And I left. Lived in my car for 3 weeks. Then the car got towed because I didn't have money to pay for parking. Slept at other users' houses. Slept in shelters when there was space. Slept on the street when there wasn't. I'll skip the details. Not because they're not important, but because they're degrading in a way that's hard to put into words. Let me just say, there are things you do when you're in severe withdrawal. Things you swear you'd never do. And then you do them. And a part of you dies. And the next time it's easier. Until you look in the mirror, when there's a mirror available, and don't recognize the person looking back. I was 24 years old and looked 40, 110 pounds lighter, rotten teeth, gray skin, dead eyes. My childhood friend Jake saw me on the street one day. He almost didn't recognize me. "Ryan? Man, is that you?" I wanted to run, wanted to disappear. "Hey Jake," I said, trying to seem normal, as if I wasn't clearly destroyed. "Dude, you need help?" "I'm fine." "You're not fine. Let me take you too." I said I'm fine. He backed away. Scared. Afraid of me. "Okay," he said quietly. "Okay, Ryan. But if you change your mind," he stuffed money in my pocket. "Please, use this for food. Not for, I spent it on heroin 2 hours later. Because food doesn't make the pain stop. Food doesn't make you forget you're a complete failure. Food doesn't make you numb enough to keep existing." November 28th, 2016. The day I died. It was a Tuesday. Not that it matters. All days were the same. I'd gotten some money, won't say how. Bought heroin from a new guy. Not my usual dealer. Heroin has a problem. You never know the potency. Dealers cut it with other things. Sometimes they cut too much. Sometimes too little. And sometimes they cut with fentanyl. I went to the abandoned house where other users and I stayed. Prepared the dose. Same amount I always used. Injected myself. 10 seconds later, I fell. Apparently, I stopped breathing immediately. My lips turned blue. Someone called 911. The paramedics arrived. Gave me Narcan. 1 dose, 2 doses. Nothing. 3rd dose. My heart started beating again. I woke up screaming, vomiting, in total panic. Instant withdrawal. Narcan completely blocks opioids. It's like going from 100 to 0 in 1 second. The paramedic was over me. Stay with me, kid. Stay with me. Let me die, I remember saying, or trying to say. Please, let me die. Not your day, partner, he said. They took me to the hospital, kept me for observation. A social worker came to talk to me. Ryan, she said, looking at my file. This is your third overdose in 6 months. Third? I didn't even remember the others. Next time you won't come back, she said, not as a threat, as a fact. Your organs are starting to fail. Your body can't take much more. Okay, was all I said. Because part of me wanted that, wanted it to end. Because living like that wasn't living. It was just suffering in slow motion. They released me the next morning. With rehab pamphlets I threw away on my way out of the hospital. Went straight to find more drugs. I didn't have an epiphany moment. Didn't see a light. Didn't hear God's voice. Didn't have an inspiring dream. What happened was much simpler and much more pathetic. I was in an alley, 5 days after the overdose, trying to get money. A guy walked past me, looked disgusted, and threw coins on the ground, like I was a dog. And I picked up the coins, picked them up from the dirty ground, every penny. And in that moment, crawling on the ground collecting coins, I thought, my mother didn't deserve this. Not, I don't deserve this. Because honestly, I deserved it. I'd done this to myself. But my mother, she didn't deserve a son she'd have to bury. My father didn't deserve to get the call saying I died in an alley. Jake didn't deserve to have seen his friend destroyed. Jessica didn't deserve to have loved someone who chose heroin over her. I went to a payphone, called a number the social worker had given me. I need help, I said when they answered. I don't want to die like this. Rehab. It's not like in the movies. I entered a rehab clinic the next day. Public, government funded. Didn't have a pool or horses or dolphin therapy. It had 30 guys in cramped bunk beds. Had bad food. Had group therapy every day at 6 a.m. And it had withdrawal. Heroin withdrawal is hell. Literal hell. 3 days sweating, shaking, vomiting, every nerve in your body screaming. They give you medication to help. It helps a little, like 10%. The other 90% you have to endure. I wanted to leave at least 20 times in the first week. The only reason I didn't leave was because I'd signed up for voluntary 90-day commitment. If I left, it would be registered as abandonment, and I wouldn't get a spot again. So I stayed, because I had no choice. The therapist, Marcus, was a former user too, 15 years clean. You all think you're special, he said in the first group. Think your addiction is different, deeper, more complicated. You're wrong. You're all the same, and you can all get out of this. If you want it more than you want to use. What if I want to use more? Someone asked. Then you'll die, Marcus said. Simple as that. And that's okay. It's your choice. But don't pretend it's not a choice. That hit me. Because I was pretending. Pretending I had no choice. That I was a victim. That the drug had power over me. But the truth? I chose every day. Choosing to use was a choice. And choosing not to use could be too. The first 90 days, rebuilding from zero. I left rehab in March 2017, 28 years old, no job, no home, no money, nothing. My parents agreed to let me come back home, with conditions. 1. Random drug tests. 2. NA, Narcotics Anonymous meetings every day. 3. Curfew at 9 p.m. 4. Actively look for work. 5. One slip, Eaner Street. I was 28 years old living like a 15-year-old teenager, but it was that or the street. NA meetings were weird at first. You sit in a circle. Introduce yourself. Hi, my name is Ryan and I'm an addict. Everyone responds. Hi, Ryan. And then you talk about whatever you want, about your week, about your cravings, about your fears. At first I hated it. It was embarrassing, too vulnerable. But after a few weeks I realized these were the only people in the world who completely understood me. My family tried, but they didn't know what it was like. Didn't know what it's like to wake up every day and the first thing you think is, I want to use. But the guy at the NA meeting, he knew, because he thought the same thing. Day 127. When the craving almost won, I got a job at a warehouse. Packing boxes, minimum wage, manual labor, but it was a job. It was honest. It was mine. One day, about 4 months clean, I was walking home after work, past the alley where I used to buy. I saw my old dealer. He saw me, smiled. Ryan, man, long time. You disappeared. My heart raced. Yeah, I'm trying to stay clean. Good for you, man. Good for you. He seemed genuine. But if you change your mind, I'm always here. And for you, first time back, I'll make you a deal. Thanks, I said, and started walking. But my brain, holy shit, my brain was screaming. Just once. You're stressed. You deserve to relax. Just once won't hurt anyone. You've already proven you can stop. So once is okay. I walked straight to an NA meeting. Didn't even wait for the evening meeting. Went to the afternoon one. I sat down, and when it was my turn, I said, I almost used today. Almost. And I'm pissed that I still want to. It's been 4 months. Why do I still want to? A guy, must have been about 50, spoke. I've been clean 22 years. Still want to sometimes. It gets easier. Much easier. But it doesn't completely disappear. So, I'll have to fight this for the rest of my life? Yes, he said. But the more you fight, the stronger you get. And the fights get farther apart. And when they come, you know how to win. It wasn't the answer I wanted, but it was the truth. 1 year clean. 365 days. Got a keychain at the NA meeting. Ridiculous plastic keychain with 1 year written on it. I carried that keychain like it was gold. I called Jessica. First time in 2 years. Jessica, it's Ryan. Silence. Long. Ryan, she finally said. How did you get my number? Asked your sister. Sorry. I know you probably don't want to talk to me, but I needed to tell you something. Okay. I'm sorry. For everything. For lying. For choosing drugs over you. For wasting what we had. You deserve so much better. And I'm trying to be better now. 1 year clean, and I just wanted you to know. She was quiet for a while. I heard her take a deep breath. Ryan, I don't know what to say. I wish you the best. Really. But I can't have you in my life again. Not now. Maybe never. It was too traumatic. I understand, I said, and I really did. I just wanted you to know. You didn't do anything wrong. It was all me, and I'm sorry. Thanks for calling, she said, and hung up. I cried after that call, but it wasn't bad. It was liberating. I'd done what I could do. The rest wasn't up to me. Burker today, 1,458 days clean, but who's counting? I'm 32 years old, 4 years clean. I work as a rehab counselor now. Man, the irony. The addict becoming the guy who helps other addicts. I live in a small apartment, nothing special, but it's mine. I pay my rent, I have food in the fridge, I have clean clothes. Things that seem basic, but when you've slept in alleys, these things are miracles. My relationship with my parents is in process. They love me. I know they do, but there's a crack I don't know if it completely heals. My mother still looks at me sometimes with that fear that at any moment I'll go back to being that person. Mom, I said once, I'm not going to use again. You said that before, she responded quietly. And she was right. I had said it 1,000 times. So now I don't say it anymore. I just show it, day after day after day.